What's up, bag holders? Welcome back. We've got the market was down today. I don't do anything after hours and stuff with like I do with the public account, but we did have some activity today, and let's go through it. First up was Devon Energy. I believe this was something we discussed on the video yesterday. I believe it was a swing trade. Just want to make sure it got put into the spreadsheet. It did. Perfect. And then this morning we woke up to a sale. We're starting a new streak. This one was on Winnie, Bay, Go, Hey, just like the public account. This has been a total cash cow for us. And while it's working, I will keep working it. Let's see how we did on it. I believe we got a little extra for our patients. No, we didn't. That's all right. Come on. I think it was a pretty quiet day most of the day. It did heat up there towards the end, but let's see. We had a string of flip trades, so we'll go through those before we hit the day trade stuff. There was action at the open. So flipping here on Bath and Body Works. This is actually the third bullet here. So we'll get our spreadsheet up to date. Alright, that one's good. You can see the same shapes that keep playing out over and over again. No need to worry here. Next one, SNX. And you'll see it's the same idea. I'm just taking them during the middle of the day. This is third bullet as well. So these will turn into swing trades or they will sell, right? And then turn into swing trades. But either way, they're going to be a swinger. IPG is on the screener. You see we're obviously doing okay in that one. It looks like this is third bullet as well. It is. I'll have to find, there it is. And things will start slowing down, which is nice. We're getting into the summer, and until the new things start coming on the screener, we'll be able to just hang out and watch these sell or watch them develop into swing trades. SLGN, that was one on the last video as well. And this one's just dumping off, isn't it? Wow. A lot of volume too. But it could usually signal a turning point. Doesn't have to, but volume plays a crucial role. That's the third bullet as well, if I didn't say that already. And we'll go ahead and get it updated here. Okay, moving right along. MTDR, I would guess this is a swing trade entry, but it didn't fill until later in the day. You saw we opened way up and then finally come to tag me in, but I did not change my order. Please ingrain that in your head. I did not chase the price up, okay? If it didn't fill, I would have just left the order in. This is a swing trade, and And if it runs on without me, it just does. Okay, we will miss some, so just know that. And speaking of that, we still have two of them that haven't filled. We can take a look at those real quick while we before we get into the day trade stuff. But WNC Wabash, you see it didn't come all the way down. Close here 21.46. We only made it to 54 pennies away. That would be a heartbreaker to go over 4 pennies, but it could happen. Same here, you can see obviously the gap. But I'm just going to leave the order in. It's fine. It's not hurting anybody. We have money or we'll go get money because we are hustlers, right? So no big deal there. Day trade stuff. Let's go ahead and get into that. Let's start with the short side. As I'm building a short position, I didn't mind the market went down today, we got a big position. We're here on the daily, and you can see, obviously, it did trigger. Well, you can't see it, but it did trigger in the morning when the wick was down here. So, adding to the short position, we got a chance to get some oil. It actually gave us a few opportunities, which was kind of nice, down here in the beginning of the day. Bonds. This was a really, really, really crazy move today. And yeah, you can see how it spiked up. It actually hit. So very crazy day. We were able to build a really big position. Yeah, the 28th is today. We actually sold a really big position and then built a huge position. I know, at least in the news, whether it's true or not, I don't know. But China dumping some treasuries. It's definitely creating some movement in the bond market. And I'm happy to be a player. Not a huge gainer on this one. We got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 lots on the first one. We sold this on the 21st last time, about a week ago, and peeled off some profits, and then obviously started getting right back in. So we've got a position bigger than this now. But that was 0.29% gain. I think I got messed up on the fill a little bit. But for the end of the month, trading bonds, 4.88%. Let's compare it to the benchmark, the S&P 500. And the S&P did 4.1. So beat it by 20%. That's just the whys and what fors again. Why would you trade bonds? Well, if you have limited funds, you don't. Right? You gotta go get some money. All right. Looks like we were buying. We sold it yesterday on the TQs. And then on the SPXL, it was lagging a little bit, but it did finally hit. And looks like we were just buyers all day. So that's all we have to update for the transactions we did. We have the opportunity now to do some more transactions by looking for swing trade entries or maybe a sell order put in. They've got these new 24-hour markets, they're calling them, but it's basically mimicking the futures run a little bit. This is an entry right here, 329 over 328. So value stocks don't always go with the markets, man. So that's why you're seeing well, wait a minute, the market went down. Why are we? It's because these are different stocks. People rotate their money into different sectors. That's just how it works. Sector rotation. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here on Caterpillar. Closing print 333.10. None of these probably will fill. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some fills. I guess never say never. We're placed. Order placed. So we're good on that one. We'll keep on rolling here. This is another one. Wow, look at this strong move. This would be one I'd probably be okay skipping to, just because look at the RSI. There's like no room here. But like I keep talking about, I think consistency, at least for me personally, is one of the most important traits in trading. So I will take it. FHN 1577 on the closing print. Remember, these are only small positions, so it's not like I'm betting the whole account. It's placed, no fill. Are all these going to hit today? 1446. Okay, that one needs another day. You'll say we run out of money pretty quick. That's definitely one. These little banks went crazy, huh? On a gap even. Wow. Not much here, but again, it could go really quickly. And remember, your time has value. So, and also make peace with the fact that you don't know what's going to happen. People make decisions in the stock market like they know what's going to happen. Nobody knows. 1368 on the closing print. Boom. Placed. Look for this one to be similar sector. They're all going to move together. Just slightly different shapes and speeds, but they all move kind of together. Made a lot of money trading KeyBank. It's not a huge bank by any means, but it's fun. 1421 on the closing print. Place, no fill, which is all these little companies, they're not going to trade after hours. So we're just cruise on through here. VLY is a tie, so I always let those roll. I'm not rushing in for these. Webster's another one, very strong day. But these sectors lag the market for the good part of the week. So it doesn't mean that the market's going to take off. This means they're kind of catching up a little bit. But 43.59. And this is why I didn't mind selling a few early, right? Because I need money for these. Still keeping super small positions to keep an eye on leverage and things like that. Trying to be very safe. See, this one triggered early, right? It's the same bank, right? It's in the same sector, so had a good day as well, but it will sell before the others. So, same with this one for Ozark. Great day. Profits, not going to cut those. Let them go a little, you know. But as I get towards the targets, happy to let them go, even if it's a little early. I would rather let one go early than miss an entry. Just for consistency perspective, not even for profitability. I don't even think about that. I know the money will come in because I've done the compound interest calculator. And I know that small wins over long periods of time add up to tremendous amounts of money. And that's my approach. Very close here, GPN, which is nice because we've been playing that game. We locked in a dividend here on Docs. This is another bank, right? It didn't trigger the second entry, but we locked in a dividend as well. And you'll start to see all of these dividends start to pour into the account. And that just gives more fuel for the fire, right? Another one, financials, right? That sector was hot today. There's probably a better entry uh, in the next few days, but well, we don't know that, right? So if your trading plan says wait for the retest of the 20 or something like that, where you can maybe get a better price, typically that's for traders who like to do. Uh, they measure their moves out like they want a 2-to-1 win to loss percentage, 1435 or risk reward. I mean, um, so they're trying to get the best risk because they're gonna sell for a loss if it goes against them, right? See, I'm not going to do that. As soon as we get on the beach, I'm burning the ships. We're not taking a loss. So it's a little different approach for me. Um, you can find other really good resources on YouTube about risk reward and waiting on the first pullback or whatever, red to green. There's all million different strategies. Uh, but this one is simple. This one works for me. I'm just trying to make people aware that they can crush the markets. Lock in a dividend there. It's nice. A little sideways action there. Illinois tool works for locking in the dividend there. That's a good dividend on Universal, so it'd be nice to get that one. It's a hefty one. Globe has been sideways forever. It's kind of boring me out, but it doesn't hurt nobody. It's just doing its thing. As we get a larger sample size, I'll really be excited to share with you folks the there's one right here. The annualized returns for the swing trade strategy. It's surprised me as well. It's pretty good. All right, Comcast. $39.16. What the hell? $39.16 on the closing print. Looks like it's trading below that in the after hours. I don't care. I use the closing print. It's the same number for me as it is for you. So that way we can stay on the same page here. Place, no fill, no surprise there. But you can see it doesn't lower our cost basis much, but we get the double tag up, double bottom going on here. If it does reverse and go up, it's likely to go up with a little bit of speed and strength, right? So you would like to have more money in when the odds are in your favor, right? I don't want to only buy stuff that's going down. And that's what this strategy really has helped me do is kind of round out my approach to the markets. And swing trade's easy, so easy. It takes no time at all. There's an entry on target. And with all these entries, it should sway you on what the market's likely to do. And then, what should happen doesn't. So if it goes down, it'll go down hard and fast, right? Because a lot of people will be wrong. They bet the other way. 148.04 on the closing print for target. A little triangle here placed. We're not late. I don't know why none of these are filling, but it's going into a holiday. A lot of people out of the office. They didn't leave any orders out there. And we do have so much opportunity. So hopefully they start popping off selling so that we can stay in cash and just keep rinsing the same dollar just like a bank. That is the ideal. All right, we're back to the bottom of the list here. These are the bag holders. These are the OG bag holders. So yeah, we got that going on. I'm excited too to do the statement video. Hopefully next week we'll get into where does my paycheck go. I'm just doing it once because, like I said, I got my daughter trading, and she's using my liquidity to settle her funds. Wow, AT&T popping off. Nike, I flagged that as soon as I hit the screener. FedEx, it's holding it. Very strong move. But when you have mass layoffs going through and things like that, that's super bullish for the markets, in my opinion. I mean, the dollar just goes straight to the bottom line. And it may seem counterintuitive to most people because they're trained to be employees and not business owners. This is an entry. But really, that's the way it'll go. And as people get laid off, they cash in their 401k, and rich people buy them up at a bargain. $70.94 on the closing print. We'll go ahead and get this one set up here. Beautiful move. They have an awesome business. If you've ever worked in industrial or any place that makes food at a large scale, the seasoning at a large scale is incredibly expensive. But it's been a business for a very long time, right? It's like the spice traders, right? From back in the day. Shoot, where was I at? We weren't very far. IBM, that's where. So order placed, no fill, and that's okay. Not sure what days the market will be closed. I assume it's closed on the 4th. I'm not sure if we get any more federal holidays. So just be aware of that. Look at this. This is why I sell right at this line. But over here, look how much time it took to get back to the line and then maybe break through. Time is a big part of it. And not only sector rotation, but sometimes there's a news story or something really does happen to a business. Even if the market's going up, something bad happens to a really good business. So, you'll find stuff on the screener, even though more sparingly, but they'll hit even in a bull run. So there's always opportunity. You don't have to be worried about that. Very close there on Nucor Steel. That was one of the first stocks I bought. It was part of the original list. It was hitting the screener often when I was starting off. Very close on the RSI here. I'm also looking as we scroll through for the 30 RSI on these ones that are not flagged so that we can flag them, right? Just because they didn't hit the screener, or maybe I didn't see it when they hit the screener for a second, doesn't mean that we don't need to look at them for a position or swing trade, uh, which is what we're doing. Just take a few minutes to look through the list. Your list may be different than my list, but these are the ones I like. So if you're curious, there it is. Uh, you can pause the videos as you go and jot them down if you want. But the ideal is to go to my how do I pick stocks for my universe video and understand what I'm looking for, and go through Seeking Alpha, do a little deep dive research, and do it that way. That was the end of it. 25 minutes. If you're still here, drop me a like. I'd appreciate it. And if you're new, make sure you're subscribed. We're going to be posting all kinds of stuff. We've got the statement videos that'll be coming out. I'm really excited to see what kind of dividends we got. That's my favorite time of the month because I get to track the progress over longer periods of time. When you look at it every day, you don't get a sense of what's happening kind of on a bigger picture. So we're going to get off the tree and start looking at the entire forest, at least for a little time to go through the statements. That'll be fun. And we got a lot of other things popping off with the lottery stuff and the second channel down below if you're interested in that. So thank you all for watching. Have an awesome weekend. We did good this month on the public account and in the main account. And the charity went up by about 12% in 1 month. So that's very good. We're a long way off from starting the charity, but making progress. And that's all it takes. Just small progress every day. It truly adds up to a big difference over time. So hopefully stay consistent, stay after it. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.